Hi, I'm Keith Bond and welcome to Ask Keith number 2. In this podcast, I will be answering questions about place-only betting, ownership, the official going and the going stick, and race results from various websites. So to kick things off, question from Jeff Banfield: how and who will take just place bets, please? Well, Jeff, the initial answer is the Betfair Exchange, and I'll share my screen with you and you'll see these. Navigate to a race on Betfair Exchange, you will see different tabs across the top of the screen, which has got the various races. You've got win, place, or places, etc. You click on the place tab, you get your place only betting for that race. So 4.3 is equivalent to 100 to 30. 2.46 is just under 64, etc., etc. The other place that you can find place only betting is on Bet365. However, Bet365 website doesn't seem to let anybody do place only betting anymore. But if you go to the app for Bet365 on your tablet or phone and click on the race that you require and then navigate to the More Markets tab, there's a list of different markets and one of them is to be placed. You get a choice on that to be placed tab of quite often of either 3 places or 4 places in the race. So first choice is the Betfair Exchange. Second choice is Bet365. I find the market is a lot stronger on Betfair, but you have got the alternatives. I hope that answers your question, Jeff. Moving on, I've got a question from Angie Finn. She said, I've got a question for you. We're trying to get a share in a horse. Who's the best people to ask? Well, answer that question, Angie. A lot depends on the size of the share you're wanting. Are you just wanting a full share? You wanting a half share, quarter share, 10th share, whatever? Or are you just wanting a little tiny share for a bit of fun? First of all, I'll address the first part. If you're wanting a fairly substantial share in a horse, my suggestion is to find a trainer that you are interested in having a racehorse with and go to their website. Most trainers do have websites. I'll put up the website here for Philip Kirby, who I know has some horses for sale at the moment. Let's see, I'll share my screen again. Here we are on the Philip Kirby website. If you navigate along to the for sale tab, click on that, you'll see a list of his horses that he actually has for sale at the moment. He's got Shine Baby Shine, 10% share available. And as you go down, you've got the details. You would bill 10% of our monthly fees plus a small fee for your purchase. And then contact details for the Phil Kirby stable to get more details about the horse. He has a few horses available. He's got 10% shares in Mr. Carbonator. And he also has 5% shares in a horse called Bertie Blake. If, however, you're just wanting a small share in a horse for a bit of fun, you're better off going to a syndicate. Race that I've got a very, very tiny share in a horse is with a company called Owners Group. I was bought this share as a Christmas present by my wife. And it's basically a very tiny share. It's actually about 3,000th share in the horse. I'll share the screen again, and we'll go to the owners group website. You go to owners group, and you've got different things as you go down. You scroll down the screen, and you've got shares available. At the moment, I've got shares available in a horse called Will Carver. There's a 5-year-old gelding with Nicky Henderson. Shares available £53. There's several more horses also listed. And just click through that first one, Will Carver, and you'll see a bit more about the horse. Buy a share for £53, including VAT. Now that £53 is a one-off fee that gives you a share in that horse for the duration of the syndicate, which is usually a year or less. The syndicate is divided into 3,500 shares. Each share costs £53. So you have a 3,500th of that horse for your £53. But like I said, if it's just a bit of fun you're wanting and you like to say you're a racehorse owner, the owners group or any other syndicate is probably the way to go. Hope that helps them, Angie. Excuse me. The next question comes from Ian McDonald. He asks them, what is your opinion on the going stick measurements against official description of going? Personally, I go with a stick as that's more accurate against a clerk of the course's opinion. So, well, basically, Ian, the official going is down to the clerk of the course, and often this varies from the actual going. The clerk of the course may use the going stick different to other people. He might push it in a little bit further, get a different reading. Different parts of the course might be slightly different as you go along. You might just average them out and give an official going based on that. But in my opinion, I'm not 100% certain that the clerk of the course should be the person behind that decision. Number of times that the actual going and the official going vary is beyond the joke, really. And I think that an official body like the British Horse Racing Board should have a team of professionals going out and doing the official goings for all race meetings. That way, there's going to be more consistency, and the actual going and the official going are going to match more often than not. I hope that helps you as well, Ian. I'm going to move on to the last question, which is from John Lever. He says, hi, why is it all race results never show distances on the results? Well, not at the races at least. Well, John, in my experience, you click through on the website results pages, and there usually is an indication of the distance. Let's have a look at the races, which was the one that you mentioned. The races, I'll just go through to it now. The screen, the races. Here on the at the races screen, click on the results tab. I'll do that again. Just go through to the meeting. Let's say Shanty for today. Well, that's Sian. I'll go to Shanty because that's where they've already run. We've got the Belvedere Stakes. It was run at 10 o'clock. It's 3 years old only, and the distance was a mile. Going down 10:30. The Pistoli Stakes, 3 years only, distance again 1 mile. On other websites, you also get the distance on results. For example, on the Racing Post, go to their results page. And you get this is the result for 10 o'clock at Shanty. And you've got across the top free to be over there. 1 mile, good to soft. 1 mile, good to soft. I hope that answers your question, John. The distance is on the results in most cases. It just might be not on the screen that you've been looking at in the past. So click through the results tab at the top of the page, go through to the list of results. On the races, you do get the distance on the initial page. On the racing post, you have to click through again from the past results page to the individual race to get the distance. But I think that answers everything. Anyway, this concludes today's podcast. Well, ask Keith. Continue to send in your questions to tips@freeracingtips.co.uk. Bye for now. See you next time.